Okay, here we are, August 2nd, 2009. We're going to do the latest update on our saga, going from Realtor to Internet Marketer. I believe this is our 8th update. Here we are at Santa Tomas, and as you can see, we still have a bit of work to do in the office here, but we've pretty much moved in. These are some of the last boxes around. I've still got to get some files out of here. This is my latest office setup in essence, but I'm hoping to get some of the junk off of here and get this cleaned up so I can work in here. Lori's got her stuff pretty much mapped out, and got to clean up a little bit better in some of the areas and get rid of some of this stuff, but we'll tackle it. Like I say, these boxes are really like my last main hurdle. Once I get these put away, I'll be able to move around with a little bit of freedom and get that going. But I'm not sure, but I believe in one of the updates you probably saw that I had a ton of junk around. We had a ton of stuff in the living room, kind of got a lot of that cleaned up. Still got a little funky area over here. We need to hang some pictures and stuff. Lori's got her room pretty much mapped out. This lamp shouldn't be here. We'll put that in storage, but as you'll see in a second, yeah, she's got her room kind of mapped out pretty good. In essence, all this is where it should be, in theory. Sorry, Lori. I assume you don't know I'm coming in here, but this thing here, she has made a little bit of progress. I know it's hard to tell, but no, Imelda Marcos doesn't live here. You might think so, but no, that's not the case. But this was completely stuffed with stuff, and it's getting better, but I just have to put the pressure on and let her know that people just don't live like this. Well, at least people that I know of. But so she's made a lot of progress in here, and getting a lot of that worked out. So that's a good sign. And like I say, in here we just got to hang some stuff on the walls and kind of get the basics rolling. Kitchen pretty much mapped out. A lot of the junk off the island and stuff. Most of the stuff's put away in the cabinets. Got all that figured out. Yeah, got some pool stuff in here where I'm not sure. We have to figure out a setup for that. I don't know if it should be inside, outside. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. But we'll get that figured out too, because I want to be able to enjoy the pool, but not have the pool stuff all around. So as you can tell, it's kind of baking out today. It's probably, I want to say, at least 105. In fact, my feet are actually kind of melting right now, so I probably shouldn't stand out here. But nice clear blue day, and wow, yeah, that's hot. I don't want to stand out there. But not too much noise, not too crowded around lately. There are some people staying over there, kind of making some noise in the pool, but that's life when you're out here in the desert. Yeah, looks like another quiet day on the lake. So that's pretty nice. But the pool was pretty inviting. I went a little earlier, and I'll probably go in again a little later, and I'll continue to do that because the pool is meant to be used. Not much I can do about that, you know. That's what it's there for. So, like I say, we got a couple couches in here. I'd hoped to have a couple couches in this room, but that didn't really materialize yet. So we're just kind of basically putting furniture that we have any place that'll fit, get that all going, and deal with, you know, where we're going to get anything new. We'll get that later, but you know, Lori's got some nice plants sitting here. for the entrance, and there's the backyard. There's my room. I'm pretty sure I had an update on my room last time. It was full of boxes and junk, so I'm kind of getting it filled up better, you know. That's what's left of my Woody toy collection. I had tons of Woody toys, tons and tons, and this is just like the last of the Woody toys. I miss them. I had a lot of Woody toys, I'll tell you. This is like 1/50th of all the toys I had. That's my last antique bicycle, which was used on a high wire act in a circus back around the turn of the century, early 1900s. It's got a groove in the front wheel, which is wooden, and that groove allows you to ride on the wire, which I don't even want to ride the thing on the carpet, let alone 50 feet in the air, but I guess people were different back then. Yeah, I got a little mini Imelda Marcos thing going on here, which I'm not too proud of, but I got to get this kind of cleaned up. My golf clubs are buried in there somewhere. Not happy about that. So yeah, I have my own issues, so I'm not giving Lori a ton of grief, but I only have so much closet space. So I got that going. I got my new shower curtain and got my bathroom all rolling, so got that going. So it's nice to have a little bit of room finally. You know, I got my little mini TV. It's about all I saved. I got rid of all my other TVs and stuff. My stereo, my DVD player, and that type of thing. So we're pretty much finally getting to a point where we can do some work. Got the garage going. Got laundry set up finally happening, and you can see the garage is a lot better now. In our last update, this was all boxes, and it kind of looks like the same junk, but it's like organized junk now. So it makes it a little bit better, but yeah, we still have some issues over here. You know, I moved everything as best I could, but I ended up with a lot of boxes that I don't have any room to unload. So I'll probably take all this stuff here up to my house in Joshua Tree and to try to store it there. And this was all the trash and stuff along the side here, which it looks a little trashy still, but those boxes over there are full of stuff that I'm hoping to sell on eBay and that type of thing. You might be curious to know what these blocks are here. Well, Lori's not the best driver, so we need something on the floor here to let her know when to stop, and some bricks here so she doesn't stop inside of the mighty Honda, because that's not going to be good, and that makes for a very unhappy Brian, which is really not good. Yeah, we'll get this stuff here all straightened out, get these boxes emptied out, and sell some of this stuff on eBay, and that'll be a nicer area there. And we got a cabinet full of stuff in there. You know, pretty much everything got moved into here from Lori's other house, and this is all Lori's stuff, all her signs. I have all my signs. In fact, most of my signs are in Joshua Tree now. I'm not doing any Realtor stuff anymore, so I just took all my signs and put them in storage, because as we know, this is the saga going from Realtor to internet marketer. I've been concentrating on trying to get my new biz going and get some new opportunities worked out and stuff. So hopefully we'll get that rolling in a couple days here. In fact, start making some money and make up for all the money I didn't make and all the money I lost being a realtor. So at least we'll give it a shot. We'll see how that goes. Should work out good. And hopefully that will allow for a little bit more time to spend in the pool, which is always a good thing. So I guess that's about it for update number 8 on the saga of going from Realtor to internet marketer. We're looking at, like I say, another couple weeks. Hopefully I'll have something up and running online. And at that point, hopefully we'll be making some money and forget all about real estate and losing my condo and everything else that's gone on over the last